Identification of children and youth experiencing homelessness, recognizing common signs of homelessness. This is Melinda Dyer, and I serve as the Program Supervisor for the OSPI McKinney-Vento Education of Homeless Children and Youth Program. Thank you for viewing this short webinar to become more familiar with the signs of homelessness and the school district's responsibility to identify, enroll, and serve homeless children and youth. Recognizing common signs of homelessness in schools and classrooms. So who is homeless? According to Section 725 of the Federal McKinney-Vento Act, the term homeless children and youth means individuals who lack a fixed, regular, and adequate nighttime residence. Since the federal law does not define the terms fixed, regular, and adequate, we can look to Merriam-Webster's Collegiate Dictionary for the meaning of these terms. Fixed means it's not subject to change. Regular means it's consistent. A regular residence is one that is used on a regular or nightly basis. Adequate. An adequate residence is one that is sufficient for meeting both the physical and psychological needs typically met in home environments. The McKinney-Vento definition of homeless includes children and youths who are sharing the housing of other persons due to the loss of housing, economic hardship, or a similar reason, are living in motels, hotels, trailer parks, or camping grounds due to the lack of alternative accommodations, or are living in emergency or transitional shelters, or abandoned in hospitals. Further, this includes children and youths who have a primary nighttime residence that is a public or private place not designed or used for regular sleeping accommodations for human beings. Children and youths who are living in cars, parks, public spaces, abandoned buildings, substandard housing, bus or train stations, or similar settings. When considering the definition of homeless, we often hear questions regarding the parameters of the term substandard. What does substandard really mean? Again, the law does not define the term substandard, but this term is generally understood to include housing that lacks one of the fundamental utilities, such as water, electricity, or heat, is infested with vermin or mold, lacks a basic functional part, such as a working kitchen or a working toilet, or may present unreasonable dangers to adults, children, or persons with disabilities. The U.S. Department of Education further suggests reviewing state and local housing codes for definitions of substandard housing. Finally, the homeless definition includes migratory children who qualify as homeless for the purposes of this subtitle because the children are living in circumstances described previously, and they also meet the definition of homeless. The McKinney-Vento Act requires school districts to designate a homeless education liaison to carry out the duties described in the Act, including identification, enrollment, access to all school district courses and activities, referrals for health care, housing, and other services, the mediation of disputes, providing information about the rights of homeless children and youth, including transportation to and from the school of origin, and other duties. According to the McKinney-Vento Act, each local education agency liaison for homeless children and youths shall ensure that homeless children and youths are identified by school personnel and through coordination activities with other entities and agencies. School districts must coordinate, collaborate, and communicate with their community partners to ensure eligible youngsters are identified and enrolled in school. Creating meaningful and collaborative relationships in the community helps to build a strong program with broad support. Strategies for identification. Housing questionnaires should be distributed to every family at least one time per year, usually at the very beginning of the school year, and they should also be provided in all new enrollment packets. This is a proven strategy and provides active identification of students rather than waiting for parents or youth to self-identify. Best practice would have the district disseminate housing questionnaires at various times throughout the school year to reduce the chances of students being overlooked if they lose their housing during the academic year. Housing questionnaires may be provided during open house, parent nights, student conferences, mailed home with grade reports, or other times. This is an easy way for the district to keep track of address changes and also provide helpful information to families and youth regarding the supports available through the district. As a side note, it is important that the district avoid the term residency on housing questionnaires and other forms. Occasionally I see housing forms titled Residency Questionnaire, which can pose a significant barrier to many of our families. The term residency is often associated with documented or undocumented immigration status, which can lead families to become fearful and avoid completing the questionnaire, even if they are homeless and in need of McKinney-Vento services. You may want to check the forms currently used in your district and revise any language that could create a barrier to identification. Ensure the designated homeless liaison attends routine McKinney-Vento training. Designate building-level liaisons, or points of contact, in addition to the district liaison, to ensure students can easily locate a person in their own building who can assist them when needed. Training for building-level staff. The McKinney-Vento Act requires all designated homeless liaisons to attend training, and in addition to the liaison, other school personnel providing McKinney-Vento services are also required to receive professional development and support. Comprehensive training for school nutrition workers, front office staff, counselors, bus drivers, teachers, administrators, and other school staff is important in raising awareness. Collaboration with other agencies is required under McKinney-Vento and provides another avenue for identifying children and youth who may be experiencing homelessness. Districts are required to post the educational rights of homeless children and youth in all schools and throughout the community where homeless individuals are likely to see them, such as shelters, public libraries, bus stations, grocery store bulletin boards, soup kitchens, clothing banks, and similar locations. School websites should be updated to include information, forms, policies, and other informational links for families experiencing homelessness, and the information should be easy to find, both at the district website and on individual school building websites. Districts should provide easy-to-access information in all school buildings regarding the rights of students experiencing homelessness, as well as information including school and community programs and other supports available to families and unaccompanied youth. The district should be actively identifying children and youths who meet the McKinney-Vento definition of homeless and not rely on self-disclosure. Homelessness carries a stigma, and many individuals will seek to hide their housing status, and districts that rely on word of mouth or wait for families or youths to self-identify tend to under-identify eligible youngsters. Common signs of homelessness. The following slides contain general information that may be helpful when looking for signs of homelessness. However, it is important to remember that every student, housed or homeless, is a unique individual, each with their own story. Each student will differ significantly from the following characteristics, and many students show no outward signs of their housing situation, which makes active identification by the district so important. Lack of continuity in education. Look for attendance at many different schools. Lack of records. Inability to pay fees. Gaps in skill development. Mistaken diagnosis of abilities. Poor organizational skills. Poor health and nutrition. Watch for lack of immunizations and/or immunization records. Unmet medical and dental needs. Respiratory problems, skin rashes, chronic hunger or food insecurity, and fatigue. Attendance problems are common for students experiencing housing instability, and district staff will want to pay attention to erratic attendance and tardiness, numerous absences, lack of participation in after-school activities, lack of participation in field trips, and the inability to contact parents. It is not uncommon for children who are living in homeless situations to exhibit poor hygiene due to lack of shower facilities, and they may arrive at school wearing the same clothes every day or have inconsistent grooming. Because students who experience homelessness often lack personal space, classroom teachers may notice consistent lack of preparation for school, incomplete or missing homework, the inability to complete special projects, lack of basic school supplies, loss of books and other supplies, and concern for safety of belongings. Social and behavioral concerns may include signs such as marked changes in behavior, poor or short attention span, extreme shyness, difficulty socializing, difficulty trusting people. Students may appear wise beyond their years and may be unwilling to risk forming relationships with peers or teachers. Poor self-esteem, aggression, protection of parents, clinging behavior, developmental delays, fear of abandonment, and anxiety are also signs of social and behavioral problems. School staff, especially front office staff, may notice that parents and family members might be angry or embarrassed when inquiring about their address or their living situation. Watch for statements such as, "We're staying with friends," or "We've been moving around a lot and I can't remember my new address." Awareness. If you see signs like the ones mentioned on previous slides, contact the local school district liaison. Connect with the building level liaison if you have one. Direct families, children, youths, including unaccompanied youths, to the local school district homeless liaison. Where to find answers. The links below provide great resources to address frequent questions related to the rights of students experiencing homelessness, the responsibility of the school district to serve them, and the role of the district liaison. For more information, these national organizations provide an array of materials, resources, issue brief, toolkits, and more. If you have questions, you may contact our office at OSPI. Thank you for listening and for all that you do to ensure that all students can attend school in a healthy, safe, and supportive learning environment. Have a great day.